All right, so what happens when you're in a writing session and it's just going long and people are wearing down and you end up without writing a section of the song you need? That has happened to me a few times when it comes to the bridge. It's amazing to me how quickly songwriters will say, I don't think this song needs a bridge, when everybody's getting tired. And sometimes that's the case. You may not need a bridge in a song. Other times, as a producer, you may be behind the scenes after the fact, realizing, I got to have a bridge. It only makes sense for the way this is unfolding. And what do you do? So today I want to show an example of what I've done on a few occasions with one song that I have up right here. So here we go. Okay, so the song I have up is a bit of a departure from what I normally do. Sometime over a year ago, we were asked to write some songs for Josh Groban. And I like some of the Josh Groban material. There's a few songs I really, really love. They're great songs, but it isn't a genre I normally work in. You know, that's the realm of David Foster. So to tap into the Josh Groban sort of genre and way of creating, I brought in a good friend of mine, Devor. Now, Neil was the engineer on some of the early Josh Groban and Michael Bublé records. He worked for David Foster, and he knew those guys very well. Got to work in the studio, got to listen to the songs as they were created and laid down. So I knew that he was at least way more in touch with that than I was. Much of the melodic content of this song came from Neil. He came in, he played some piano parts, he had melodies built in. They were really beautiful melodies. And then it was Neil and I, Gina Schock, and Caraco. Now, Jocko is more of a rocker vocalist. He can also do some cool pop, and he's got kind of a soulful thing going on, but pulling off a Josh Groban type vocal was a new deal for Jocko. So he ended up singing it a lot more straight, tried to sort of approach it classically, and I think that in the end, the results were okay. I don't know that they were great. I think that it was something new for all of us, and so we did our best on this one. But I did think that there were some cool elements to it, some of the beautiful melodies that Neil created. But in this song, true to form for a session that just keeps going, we got to the bridge and we decided we'll just let it go. So I want to show you the song, and I want to show you what I did when I came to the bridge and realized I really needed something vocally happening there. So here we go.
Barely standing on my own, almost broken, yet holding on. I'm still burning, you're so cold, I can't believe I gotta let you go. Somebody's gonna want you, somebody's gonna touch you, somebody's gonna need you, but it won't be me. The hardest step I'll ever have to take, to step away from you. The hardest thing I'll ever have to say, I won't wait for you. Back to no.
All right, so first of all, to give credit where credit is due, I will give Jocko the credit for that melody on the verse. I remember him creating that. Neil created the chorus melody. So I'm working on the production, and I'm getting past the second chorus, and I'm thinking, I got to have some kind of interlude. So coming out of the second chorus, I said, well, do I want to do something instrumental? And I felt like, okay, if it was David Foster producing, maybe he'd bring in a string section. I thought, well, I don't want to do that. I'm not hiring a string section to come in just to work on a demo. So the more I thought about it, I asked myself, what can I do with the existing material? And the one thing that I had were my ad-libs. So I went to my ad-libs. I always take 2 or 3 passes of ad-libs. Often we'll just start at beat 1 and we'll just go through the whole song and let a singer just riff. And so I found a section, a couple of lines that I really loved, and I thought, let me see if I can build something out of that. So let me show you the bridge, and then I'll kind of break it down as to what I do. So we're coming out of the second chorus. Okay, so you hear a couple things going on there. First of all, I took some ad-libs. I won't wait for you that Jocko sang. The second one on the first half goes. Second half, it does this. Same exact lead, I just pitched that up. All right, second of all, you may catch that I've got a little vocal chop going on. Now, I knew this was not really in keeping with the standard Josh Groban stuff, but I thought it was nice, and I liked what it did. So that's one thing. Then I brought in this melodic thing between the lines, so. So that's the trick. I changed the chord progression there. I stole from my ad-libs. I brought in a vocal chop, and voila, you have a bridge. In the last couple of years, I bet I've had to build a bridge like that maybe 4 or 5 times after a session. And it's always interesting to me how the songwriters never ever complain about it. They never go, well, why did you write that new section? All right, you guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please like, please subscribe, and until next time.